Carl Jung's profound wisdom. 50. Transformative quotes. Carl Jung once reflected, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed." Such is the transformative power of words. And today, we immerse ourselves in 50 of Jung's most profound thoughts. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. In all chaos, there is a cosmos. In all disorder, a secret order. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. The pendulum of the mind oscillates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect, but by the play instinct. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol, morphine, or idealism. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. Dreams are the language of God. The world will ask you who you are, and if you don't know, the world will tell you. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health. What you resist persists. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. Loneliness does not come from having no people around, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views that others find inadmissible. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of a mere being. As we delve deeper into this ocean of wisdom, if these words resonate with your quest for understanding, do consider subscribing for more enlightening journeys like this. Continuing on. Mistakes are, after all, the foundations of truth, and if a man does not know what a thing is, it is at least an increase in knowledge if he knows what it is not. A dream that is not understood remains a mere occurrence. Understood, it becomes a living experience. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. Without this playing with fantasy, no creative work has ever yet come to birth. The debt we owe to the play of the imagination is incalculable. The greater the tension, the greater is the potential. The acceptance of oneself is the essence of the whole moral problem, and the epitome of a whole outlook on life. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. We should not pretend to understand the world only by the intellect. We apprehend it just as much by feeling. To be normal is the ideal aim of the unsuccessful. It all depends on how we look at things, and not on how they are in themselves. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Show me a sane man, and I will cure him for you. Often the hands will solve a mystery that the intellect has struggled with in vain. There is no birth of consciousness without pain. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. In my case, Pilgrim's Progress consisted in my having to climb down 1,000 ladders until I could reach out my hand to the little clod of earth that I am. Shrinking away from death is something unhealthy and abnormal, which robs the second half of life of its purpose. The wine of youth does not always clear with advancing years. Sometimes it grows turbid. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Through pride, we are ever deceiving ourselves. But deep down below the surface of the average conscience, a still, small voice says to us, something is out of tune. Faith, hope, love, and insight are the highest achievements of human effort. The psyche is the greatest of all cosmic wonders, and the sine qua non of the world as an object. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Such words encourage introspection and reflection. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. With these wise words, we conclude our voyage through Jung's insights. If this journey spoke to your inner seeker, kindly like this video and subscribe for more profound explorations. Until next time, may you find your own truths within.